Hey guys, it's David, and I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of my project right now. I did a fantasy basketball team selector, so the whole basis of my project was you'd search up for a player, and then you'd add that player to your team, and then you'd be able to see those players' stats, well, certain stats that I picked for you to be able to look at, and you'd be able to adjust your team, remove players, add players, yada yada. So I have everything up and running, and we're going to get into the actual website right now. So this is what it looks like here. You have your login, you have your sign up, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new account. I already have a couple made, but I'm going to make another one for you guys. I'm just going to name it, I'm going to put the username as David. I'm going to put the email as just my last name for fun, because I already have one with this name. Okay, we're going to make a password. It's going to be 1234, and then we're going to sign up. And this is what you see when you sign up. You have a your team page, and there's nothing there right now because we haven't added any players. And you'd go to add player. You would type in the name of the player. I'm typing in James Harden. You hit search, and then what should populate here is a picture of said player. And then you would hit add to team, and usually it would populate, and you'd be able to go to your team and look up your team. So I had the authentication working, which is nice. So if I try to type in my 1234 and I add a 5, it'll tell you have the wrong password. Or if I try to type in the wrong email, it'll tell you no user found because there's no user made with that email. So the authentication was working, which was great. And my code, nothing too extravagant. I have my authentication right here with the passport, serializing the users and using the local passport. I did want to try to include authentication for Google and Facebook and stuff, but I didn't obviously get around to that because I couldn't get around to making my project work. So yeah. And then the controllers, I have a basketball one that would find and search for the players and then add the players and render it into my views. And then a delete function that would delete the player from the team. And then I had a team one that would populate the entire page with your team on it. And then my user page, this is just very similar to Twitter, believe it or not. Database, established a connection. I had some seed data for all my basketball players. Instead of using an API, I just decided to make 10 players and just have it be kind of a constrained effort. The model is just the info for the player with all of the things that I've decided to show for that. The team will just be referencing the player basketball model, and then the user model, pretty standard stuff. And then I wanted to make a script so you could hover over the player and it would give you all the stats and everything. Well, you could hover over the image and it'll give you all the stats, but it didn't work out yet because I can't get the images to populate. So, and then the CSS, haven't gotten there yet either. Routes are very simple. The get, my gets, my uses. Everything here, everything here, everything here, stuff that we've all seen before. Views. Index, new basketball to add a player. Here to show the player with the headshot, the name, number, team. Here it would show you the headshot with the stats and everything. And here's the login. I put the login and the sign up in the same page just because I figured it'd be a little easier and save me some space. Layout is pretty standard. I put a little bit of bootstrap in there just to give it some kind of rhyme and reason, as you can tell. Nothing too extravagant, but gets the job done. My index, pretty standard stuff. Attempting to get the Heroku to start working. And yeah, that's my project. Thank you guys.